Hey traders, I was asked to give a quick explanation why I thought Amazon was bullish. I gave a chart earlier today, and um, they didn't really understand what I was talking about, I guess. So I want to point out here, we had two trades there, two big size trades that hit 64 and 69 percentile on the volume leaders. And that basically says of the top 100 trades ever placed on Amazon, we're in the 64 percentile, the 69 percentile of trade sizing going into the close there Friday. Okay, and then we also had Wednesday a 62 percentile trade that hit on that. So what happened was on Amazon, as you saw in my chart that I posted. Let me take this off real quick. And my Amazon chart here, which I post my mega text on my site. So and so at any rate, what we saw, you had a big buy candle on that same so on Wednesday we had that big buy candle, and then on Friday we had a big buy candle because what that is, you had the bid and ask. If it's a really big green candle, that's that trade executed on the ask. Okay, so that suggests to you that institutions are coming in buying on the ask at the close and showing relative strength on that particular stock pattern. Okay. Okay, there you go. Now, with that all being said and everything, if you put the market webs on here on a yeah, let me zoom this out real quick. I'll zoom 4 hour. Okay, guys, you see how you got this break in the volume profile right here. Okay, and so what we basically got going on here is these prior highs were defended. Okay, have a prior high breakout. So this is our new trading range. Okay, using our fibs. Okay, you zoom in here, and we're currently trading a north. We closed Friday north is 60 percentile, suggesting that this thing is ready to take off, break off to the moons, to go back to the range highs. Okay, so the way this is set up right here, right now, there's a decent odds that we can actually come up to the all-time highs, possibly this week, to 232.71. Okay, so that's one way of looking at it. Now let me clear some of this stuff off. Okay, and auto zoom, and I'll take my fibs off, remove. Okay, and another thing going on here, you can see that there's a trend right here. Okay, so right here, this candle right here, put a channel on that. This is another way of looking at it. Okay, all, that all-time high wick right there. So we have a breakout. Okay, and this is the first Friday was the first full candle. Whether we had two full candle breakouts. There you go. So we had two daily candle breakouts, three candle daily breakouts that actually broke out of the downtrend. So we have 3 days of value already building to the upside, breaking out of this downtrend. So there you go. That's another thing telling you that bullish scenario. Okay, so basically we have not broken. Uh, what we have done here is this was a lower high right here. Okay, we have broken above that. So that suggests right there this this turn right here. This right here suggested the end to the down pattern right there whenever we violated this prior high. Okay. Now all of a sudden, guess what? We had this low. Okay. This is a higher low now. This is suggesting a turn into a bullish pattern. Uh, it's not guaranteed, but it does suggest. It's suggesting now, because this is a higher low now, your next target logically would be right here into our next fair value gap for the next tier up. Okay, and we'll see what happens there. And so since we got this trend line right so close to that, we're most likely to blow right through that. So be very mindful of that. Most likely the way the trend line is setting in relation to the fair value gap, that this is probably not going to even slow us down very much at all. And as you can see over here, you see how this high is up here. That's off. That's a lot closer to that trend line. Okay, so that would be actually, this is probably our critical test right here, and that's going to line closer up with our trend line back test. Okay, so be very mindful. Now we have to be careful. Once we get up into this area right here, right around the 230 area, a little over the 230 area, then we have to start getting a little careful. But the deal is this: you only really want to trade this to the upside going into if we come in Monday morning, there's a really good chance we're gapping up first thing tomorrow morning. So, we may miss most of this trade, most if not all this trade. So, just be very mindful. That's my quick and dirty analysis here. We're this very critical swing high is holding here. This is a bull flag, textbook bull flag. Okay, uh, and then the final thing, if now since this is a bull flag, okay, and this is a flagpole, you want to measure off the flagpole now. Okay, this was here. You can either come up to this or here. I'm going to go conservative on the measurement flagpole. So here's where we're targeting now, guys. So be very mindful. Our target is now up here at 245, potentially before earnings. So be very mindful. And I had mentioned that, remember, this is the first quarter that Prime Video is taking in ad revenue, because now you have to watch ads with Prime Video. And the same thing happened with Netflix. Nobody really priced in the benefit from the media content revenue coming in. This is a whole new revenue stream. That's why I think this is the most bullish setup for the mega caps going into earnings, because they got a whole brand new uh, stream for revenue, that which they just started. And plus I think this is a peak media earnings cycle on top of that, because of the election. Yeah, I have to keep in mind they had all of this whenever the Democrats had the Biden dropped out of the race. They had all this big flood of money coming in there, and they had to spend this money in a very tight window for the election. So they were paying whatever they had to pay for ad space. Okay, so it created a bottleneck where the media companies could just ask for whatever they wanted for ad space. Okay, and so it creates an income bubble. You know, so so be very mindful. That's the situation we're having coming into for the this earnings season, a big media bubble event that's going to. Don't get me wrong, the forward revenue off of media is going to likely decline from this quarter. Okay, but it's probably going to really make these media companies, their earnings per share, Facebook, YouTube, all of them, they're all going to probably do very well because of that media revenue that came out because of the election. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Hopefully that'll help you guys out. Thanks a lot for subscribing to my videos, and hopefully this will help you guys out. Thanks.